And welcome back to our weekly Icarus Patchnotes updates. I'm here with Carl, so I'm gonna quickly hop over to Discord. Hey man, how you doing?
Doing well, being a Friday, and how about yourself?
Not bad, not bad. As you said, it's Friday, Icarus update and gameplay. I'm good to go.
Indeed, indeed. So, what's up for today's notes?
So today's week 191, the electric fireplace. We got a new electric fireplace with 48 cooking slots. Again, I don't think it's a parallel processing, but it has a lot of slots in the device itself. It's
Oh,
actually
okay,
looking
like
pretty good.
space-wise, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually not too bad. 48 is significant. I mean, I'm trying to think about how big the stove was. It wasn't near 48, but it is. It looks pretty cool indeed, yeah.
Uh, so the new electric fireplace has 48 cooking slots, the fastest cooking speeds, and the highest comfort bonus yet. So we get this week the new electric fireplace, a tier 4 alternative to the existing biofuel and standard options. Um, With more slots, faster cooking and better comfort boosts, it's the ideal piece for the almost perfect base. Now this is a fireplace, not a stove. Keep that in mind.
It looks like an oven, but
Oh yeah,
you
with a
know, people
nice
can call it
grill on the
because
bottom, four
if I
different doors.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to call that a fireplace, I would correct you and say no, I mean, yeah, because that's not a fireplace. A fireplace is a braai or a barbecue of some sort that was built into it, or a wall of a fire hearth, which either runs on coal or wood or logs or any type of burnable fuels, not electric. So
Well, it is generating heat,
even
so
gas would also be one thing as well, but then it's an electric gas fireplace, and then, like I
it
said, that's one thing.
yeah. I mean, come
But
on,
this thing opens up like an oven. So this is an oven. So
the main purpose of a fireplace is to provide heat. You can do that with electricity.
true, true, true. It's exactly, yeah. But a fireplace isn't for designed for cooking, but it's this is designed looked like it's designed for cooking, which actually makes it more of an oven because it looks like an
True.
oven. If you show that a picture to somebody, say, what would you classify this at? I'll probably say 90% of people would say it's an oven. The other 10% will probably say, what the hell is question is that? But you
Yep.
know, that's,
I have to say it is looking nice
it looks nice. I mean,
and
we're
a
going to
bit
be
out
building
of
one,
place in
so.
a in a stone building, but okay.
It does look quite big though. If you take a look to the left, there's a stone furnace.
Well,
So it's a what a biggie.
I've seen the tier 2 fireplace. There's the tier 3 biofuel variant. There's the Art Deco fireplace. They're all big, and now we got the electric one, which is also very big. So yeah, I mean, even the tier 2 fireplace already is quite big. Width-wise though, this one is about twice the height.
Yep.
So this week we get the electric fireplace. We're adding the electric fireplace, the tier 4 upgrade on the biofuel, and the standard fireplace is already in game. Now this electric fireplace has a substantial slot count with 48, which is double the biofuel's 24 slots and 4 times that of the standard fireplace, which only has 12 slots. So yeah, more inventory slots. It also cooks meals 10% faster than the biofuel fireplace. 17 seconds for the T-bone steak compared to 19 for the biofuel and 23 seconds for the standard fireplace, respectively. It also provides the highest comfort level yet, 16. Once again, is more than the biofuel fireplace, which provides 12 comfort, and the standard fireplace, which provides 8 comfort. Now, comfort
No, not
means your sleep bonus is longer and more effective.
indeed. well, not to be a downer, but I'm pretty certain most people aren't actually concerned about the values of the comfort because people either just stack items, which gives you
Yeah.
like 400 comfort, so that doesn't really matter much. They don't really compare it to the electric stove in regards to duration and time, and that's what I would be comparing it against. And I will
Um,
mention it
diff
based upon the size of this thing, plus probably in conjunction the amount of resources and just visual and common sense that this one most likely would also, in my book, classify for it needs to have two cooking queues because it is massive. You will be able to cook more than one steak at a time, and I'm just saying
mhm,
that's probably going to be one of my gripes that are also going to be
mhm.
happening now. So,
So
just in
now you compare it with the stove. Keep in mind, this is a fireplace, so this one counts if you want to sleep, where a stove does
Mhm,
not.
mhm.
The stove has way more recipes than the fireplace as well. Like you can't cook a cake in a fireplace. You can do it on the stove,
They're true, but we'll see. I mean,
not in
again,
the
we,
fireplace.
we don't we don't know. I mean, it looks like an oven to me, so it's like I said, I don't know what the recipes are. I mean, it says fireplace, but perhaps it could just be their interpretation of a fireplace, or perhaps down on the other side of the planet where everything is upside down. It's like maybe fireplace means oven. Maybe they're called the one and the same thing. I really don't know,
Mm,
but
Looking at the stone fireplace and the biofuel one, I reckon it's gonna have the same recipes, just gonna be faster, more slots, and providing more comfort.
yeah,
But I
could
don't
be.
think
I
it's
mean,
gonna provide more recipes.
we can definitely. We're going to be building one, so we're
Oh
going to be
yeah,
replacing the one that we have next to our beds, most
yeah,
likely.
it's a
Or I
stone
don't think
one.
there's going to be enough room over there, but we'll have to see because this thing
We'll
looks quite
see.
big.
We might have
But yeah,
to take down some trophies there, but we'll see.
yeah, that's also true.
So next week we're getting a new Arctic saddle. Next week we'll be adding some new Arctic saddles to the game. Perfect for those freezing treks across the Arctic biomes with your trusty mounts. So I reckon it's gonna have some more cold resistance. That's basically all the info we get at this time. Now your support makes these updates possible, and then we have our usual hey, buy the DLCs if you want to support us. Great Hunts DLC, uh, which you can acquire separate from other DLCs. But if you want the full experience of the Great Hunts, make sure you also have the Styx and the Prometheus DLC. Because Great Hunts gives you 3 missions, one in Olympus, one in Styx, one in Prometheus. Or just go for the Great Hunts bundle, which includes these 2 DLCs. Or you say, you know what, I just want to have it all, and you go for the complete set bundle, which adds everything you don't have yet.
I wonder how much testing they've actually done because I presume on their testing they've actually only done it on clients that have actually got all of the DLCs. It's not like you would go buy the base game and then buy the Great Hunt, for example. I mean, that would be probably just, you won't have access to, you'll only have access to Olympus, plus then what? You'll have access to Olympus's Great Hunt boss and
Yeah,
items and modules. I presume that
yeah,
makes common sense.
yeah. Because
So,
if you're on Olympus and you want to click, for example, to Garganton
yes.
campaign, is going to tell you like, hey, sorry, you need to be on Styx for this.
But my point is that therefore there is more content that you will be gaining from this particular expansion or DLC, particularly if you do own the
Yeah,
other DLCs.
true.
I mean, it's a little bit of a, you know,
I mean, if you only have the base game, you only
yeah,
get
for
a
example.
third, a third of the gameplay of the Great Hunts campaign.
That's my point.
Anyway, changelog. New content, plain and simple. The new electric fireplace. Then we go to the fixes. Let's have some text being untranslated or some mission selection. So they added more translatable text. Nice for the people who play on a non-English. Number of typos and inconsistencies in question item text have been fixed. Fixed mismatched materials between the SMs and the DMs of a few stone buildings. I reckon it's like it's stone, but if you hammer it or you hit it, it doesn't sound like stone.
True, makes sense.
Fixed a typo and edited the text on the cement mixer recipe for clarity. It stated something, if I'm not mistaken, I never look at it, but I saw some posts on Discord about this, like where it said like, hey, cement mixer says add water connection for more crafting speed and cheaper recipes, but the recipe costs are the same, and then turned out you got like a 10% material reduction or something. Fix the Discover the Cave achievement. They've been working on multiple achievements that did not show up on Steam. Let's see.
There was the fix on the barking up the right tree achievement. Another one for not the bees. So yes, there is definitely more achievements which were either not registering that they were achieved or triggering.
Fur baby and the Mountie.
Yeah, that's correct. So a couple of those.
The flash and
also the scale
circuitry
box
achievement.
The scale box for the legendary weapons text, because obviously when things are modular and you actually have an effect or box as such which would be changing, I would have presumed them already being preemptively adding in like a scroll bar so that you would be able to scroll through all the statistics of the modifiers of the weapon, but apparently they had not taken that into consideration. So
yeah, I saw this on my Black Wolf revolver where the text box with all the info, with all the updates was so big it disappeared at the top of the screen.
Yes.
So I'm glad they fixed that.
Surprising. Yeah. How is the Black Wolf revolver? I mean,
I like it. I like it a lot.
I actually would like to get one, but
you do have licenses already, right? We got it after completing the first core mission. You got 2 licenses.
Yeah, but that was for you. But regardless,
no,
it's all
everyone. You as well and Echo as well.
Well,
so basically, all we need to do is kill. I mean, you can already buy the standard unupgraded weapon, right?
Yes.
All we need to do is kill a couple of animals, which is actually gonna be easier on Styx or Olympus. Black wolves are a very good source of biomass.
Yeah.
Prometheus, you have like the hammerhead slug, and you have the lava hunter.
Yeah, those are a little bit tougher.
And especially the hammerhead slug.
Well, we could give them a shot again eventually, but with shotgun shells that doesn't completely destroy our frames. So it definitely would be an easier fight, I think, considering that small change. However, that's neither here nor there, so it's fine. Just wondering how you felt.
Like I have the serrated barrel on it, so it's doing bleed damage. And bleeding slows down healing, etc. And I have the combustion chamber, so I'm also doing fire damage with the thing. It was very helpful when I was fighting the Gargantuan boss, because it's weak to fire and it's weak to poison. So I just put miasmic rounds in the thing.
And so poison and fire and
exactly.
It's bleeding and he healed less. So it's definitely a nice debuffing weapon by the sounds of it. So sounds good.
Talking about miasmic rounds, this is in Styx. Normally there is no crystallized miasma on Styx. However, Gargantuan lairs do have crystallized miasma in them usually. Meaning you can get crystallized miasma, and if you have the Prometheus DLC or have played Prometheus, let's put it that way, you can then have unlocked the miasmic coating and miasmic tools, miasmic ammo, etc. So you can get miasmic stuff not only the workshop stuff, but like the proper miasmic stuff on sticks as well. And I'm telling ya, the miasmic pickaxe has, I believe workshop pickaxe is like 40k durability, and the miasmic one, if I craft it with my talents, has like 180 or something. Massively more durability.
Okay.
And easier to repair, because you don't have to buy the repair kits.
Of course. I mean, yet again, the workshop was more for quick access and convenience rather than longevity and, realistically
Yeah,
being
and you did
focus-tuned.
need
But
the freeze pickaxe from the workshop in
mhm.
order to get a frozen ore. In order to get the
Yep.
obsidian, you need for the organic residue cleanser. So you can actually, I mean, you can make the biofuel one without obsidian. So you can still process biomass stuff into biomass. So.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
at least good. But
For the
obviously, it's
legendary
not good. Yeah.
weapons, as soon as
Mhm.
you put an upgrade on, you cannot change it no more.
Of course, yes. We
Keep
already
that
know
in
that
mind.
with
So
the manual.
you're like, okay, I want to test out another barrel. You have to buy another weapon.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Uh,
have a good. I mean, usually people min-max the things, so but it would be
yeah.
nice to get the feeling for the base of the weapon and then sort of, go from there. However, if a module changes how the weapon plays in general that you either like or dislike, then, you might need to buy a new weapon straight off the bat. But
Right.
regardless, I mean,
I unlocked the big sniper rifle.
hmm
Ammo for it is only obtainable via the workshop.
interesting.
Uh, it's packs
That
of
is a bit of a
25. They stack 50. The big bullets, by the way. And
12
it's
point
like
gunner.
a single action shot. So after every
Yep.
shot you have to reload.
Yep.
Quite a good scope.
Well, is it reload or is it
Reload.
so it's a bolt action.
Bolt
It's
action,
it's it's
yes.
a it's a bolt fed,
Yeah,
like, no magazine
no magazine.
rifle. Interesting. I hope those rounds do 50,000 damage a shot, but I highly doubt it. So,
No 50k, but quite a lot of damage. Even on my character, which is spec'd into bows and not into firearms.
uh,
And the sound of the rounds, whoo man!
yeah, probably sounds good, but
If you
like
shoot,
it's,
if you shoot it whilst you're not zoomed in, you have to like
mhm.
screen shake afterwards.
Yeah, I would
Where you're
imagine
like,
so.
okay, that sound is like deafening me. I'm like, huh?
Hip firing a 50 cal isn't going to be the most efficient way of using it.
Nope.
However, like I said, it was one of the weapons I'll probably try eventually, especially with the perks that I have for my gunslinging build, which is
Oh yeah.
obviously, the chance to fire, without consuming the ammo, so I can double shoot, for
Yeah.
example. I presume all of the talents work on legendary weapons as well, but
As far
that's
as I know,
uncertain.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
but
we'll
I
have
think we
to
skimmed.
complete the Styx Garganton campaign for you
Yeah,
to unlock that sniper
well,
rifle.
we'll do that eventually. But I think we've skimmed through all the fixes, realistically, as we mentioned,
More
achievements and small things here and there, audio
old
fixes,
farming
typos,
system data
much.
removed, so not used anymore.
Hmm.
Removed explosive sniper rounds from the workshop and added the fire damage stats. So you have fire damage over time. It's basically incendiary rounds. Actually, I've only seen one. I might have overlooked it, but I've only seen one type of rounds in the workshop, and it was incendiary. Yeah. Yeah. More of the achievements. Right. Let's have a look at future content. A lot of interesting stuff in here. Um, so we get truffle plants.
We've seen those mentioned in the past as
Yeah.
well, but yes, that's good.
But
It's still coming up.
added mission collection to full-size aspen tree imposters. Okay, so what is this going to be an animal who camouflages itself like an aspen tree, and then if you get close, it like lunges at you? I don't know.
Could
Could be
could do.
fun.
Could be interesting indeed.
Would make traveling a lot more interesting, though. As long as
Well,
it
I mean,
doesn't show health bars.
for example, that's, you know, it's like, you know, you could imagine like it being an ape trying to hide as a bush, just holding a plant in front of its face and like
Yeah.
snickering. You know, it's like, and then there's a big health bar above its head. It's like, oh no, how did I miss this tree? I'm going to try and chop it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, it's not too bad, but yeah, there's the mention of garlic as well, prickly
Agave,
pear.
prickly pear, garlic.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all those
Onion,
things that we've seen before.
onions.
Yeah, yeah, that was
Now we
mentioned as
guess
well.
this is something we have indeed seen before. Crude oil refiner, organic extractor, a natural oil refiner. But
Yeah.
we get tier 5, confirmed tier 5 equipment.
Well, I would imagine tier
Polymerizer,
5 in
pump
this one's,
jack,
yeah,
manufacturing unit. Sorry?
sounds like it's, yeah, like industrial based.
Yeah.
It sounds like, you know,
Like
crude oil into
oil
like pumps. Yeah,
and refined oil and
yeah.
plastics and polymers and uranium and like we're getting radiation, irradiation.
Okay, interesting.
So yeah, it's gonna be a nice, interesting addition there.
Hmm.
So we can like all our old bases which have been tier 4 since ages, we can then upgrade them fully to tier 5.
Hmm.
Let's see,
So we're
where was
mentioning
the
some.
first implementation of radiation? Specific flagged items in inventories, but also dropped on the ground, will become emitters and push out radiation. Now currently, if you have the miasmic items, you chuck them on the ground,
Yeah, they
you
don't
no
apply.
longer get the toxic damage. You chuck them in your mount doesn't care, you don't get
True.
poison either. Radiation, from how I read this, is going to be different. It
Indeed.
says in
Equipment.
inventories, plural, not
Yes.
player inventories. So, mount
Correct.
inventories,
Hmm.
cupboards. So you
Hmm.
collect your uranium in your base and then you start glowing from the inside.
Unless you're wearing your T5 radiation protective armor.
Exactly. Or a hazmat suit.
Oh, I
Are we
see
gonna
that as
get
well.
like specially lead lined storages where we can
Ooh.
store this stuff in?
Possibly, and there's going to be a lithium bow, so there's going to
Yeah,
be a
a new
new
one,
king on the
lithium.
block. Yeah, so it's
So it's
shield
gonna
and
be tier
crossbow as
5,
well.
better than
Crossbows,
composites. Yeah.
crossbows are also important as long as it's got a magazine to it. If it
Yep.
doesn't, that thing is going to be useless. But the bow is interesting.
Crossbow, shield, and bow. Yeah.
Mm.
Now, um, this lithium, I think, is gonna be mined the same way as clay and obsidian and scoria.
Okay,
I think. There's a little bit of
sledgehammer
more
based.
info about this further on in the patch notes. Let's quickly go through them here. Uranium generator. It runs on uranium rods. Mining laser item. Mining laser. Nice. Chainsaw. Jackhammer.
Mm. So that's like tier 5 items. It sounds like definitely.
Yeah. So shaped ruby. So rubies is a
Okay.
new thing as well. Cobalt ingots. Cobalt is a new item.
Mm.
Permafrost breakable rock. Cobalt breakable rock. That's why I think like cobalt you get from the breakable rocks. Lithium, by the way, is a normal voxels by the looks of it. Lithium
Mm.
and ruby. Deep ore deposits. And obviously you can get noxious crush from ruby, lithium, and cobalt ore. Yeah, ruby and lithium being voxels means they're gonna be respawned by thumper. Cobalt breakable rock is not. So as long as you haven't found
Deep brain.
um, assuming there is going to be one, a deep vein for
Mhm.
cobalt, it is a finite resource, something to keep in mind.
Unless it's going to be something like purple exotics, which is either something opens up which you have a certain amount of time to mine, for example, before it disappears. That could also be an interesting
Purple
mechanic.
exotics is unlimited time to mine actually.
Yes, but I would
Yeah.
imagine something like this might be like, oh, there's a fissure that opens which allows you to go harvest cobalt out of the thing for a certain amount of time before it closes up, or if it's going to just
I
be
don't know.
persisting in the world, that sounds a little bit of a different thing, but at least, introducing something like that would be like, oh, there's an event, I have to go find it, or else it's going to disappear. Bring the drills, let's go, find it, use
Yeah.
the scanner, find, do the thing. Oh, there's a quarite boss, we have to kill it, okay, great, we have to protect the drills, okay,
There's a quarret
protect,
boss, so
etc.,
one
etc.,
person
etc.
goes keep the quarret boss
Content.
busy whilst the rest of the
Kiting.
team
Yeah,
mines the
yeah.
cobalt.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
most games do something to that effect,
it
to make
would
it
be
fun.
fun, definitely
It's
fun.
but
But
yeah,
yeah, I mean it would be a bit tougher on solo. But hey, you will develop strategies to deal with this.
true, 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 true.
As in outrun the quarret boss, plonk down some kind of miner on the cobalt, and then turn around to deal with with the quarret which is kept running after you. So
Well, yet again, just headshot them using some explosive nuclear bullet arsenal, orbital strike. Who knows what's a digimagoj? But
yeah,
like I said, there's probably, like I said, it's not going to
I mean
happen. But
there's a set of lithium and ruby deep ore deposits. No mention about cobalt deep ore deposits. So
yeah,
cobalt is going to be a very rare resource then, I think.
well, like I said, it makes sense if it's going to be something like this. I mean,
Uh,
that it could be a new mechanic, and
I didn't see anything about how to mine uranium though, so I have no idea how this is gonna work. Voxels
could,
or a deep vein or like the exotic veins, but then for uranium, no idea. Yeah, some interesting stuff to look forward to on the new DLC. And that was basically the patch notes for today. Like I said, doesn't take long.
indeed.
So I'd say we take like what 15-minute break and we come back for some gameplay.
Yeah,
We
resume
can
the thing to get to the big.
so we can either assume the sticks one with a bit more preparation, or assume the
Well,
Prometheus
Echo
one.
is joining us with the other one, right? So
Yeah,
realistically,
Echo did
we could
join us
break some the
for
one. Yeah,
on
both, I
Prometheus.
think.
So
Yeah, so we can do the sticks one.
okay, well then we're gonna take a 15-minute break and then we'll do some sticks uh, sticks gameplay. So I'll be back with you in a sec. So those were the patch notes. Uh, like I said, we're gonna take a 15-minute break and then we will be back with gameplay. I hope you folks enjoyed watching us going through the patch notes. If you did enjoy watching us and you want to get notified next time I stream, feel free to hit that follow button. Or if you watch this on YouTube and when you want to get notified next time I upload something, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Like would be appreciated as well. Other than that, thanks for being here. I hope you had a good time. I really appreciate you folks being here. And I hope I will see you folks around.